What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Philly Podcast. I'm your host, Matt. Today, I'm coming to you with a very special edition show. It is my player team up league tip off tonight at midnight. I am joined by three guys that are the backbone of the league, plus the voice of the league. So let me just go down the line real quick. I got Mr. Zero Dark Jelly. What's going on, Jelly?
What's up? What's up, Matt?
I got Mr. Khalil in the building. What's going on, Khalil?
What's going on?
I got D4 Flash. What up, Flash?
Man, what's good, bro? Yeah.
And we also got the voice of the league, Mr. Vaughn himself. What is going on, Vaughn?
Hey, what's up, guys? How everybody doing tonight? We hope we're gonna have a good podcast, man. It's gonna be a good one.
All right, so Vaughn, we got a game tonight right at 11:59. Can you go over the two teams that are playing and the lineups and where we can watch the show? Because that's definitely really important for us to know as viewers where we can watch this.
All right, for sure, the teams that's gonna be playing tonight is gonna be Out the Gate versus the Killers. To go over the lineups, the Killers pretty much are going with. Let me bring it up a little bit right here, real quick for you. The lineup is going to be for the Killers, going to be Jumper, Aosens, Stex, Goose, and Royal for the Killers. That's going to be the starting five. And for the other side, let me bring that up one real quickly. It's going to be for Out the Gate. It's going to be It's Easy for Breezy, Beanie Khalil, 5% Tint, Mace back, and Nug Buck or Nug back. For the Twitch channel is going to be under the MPTUL underscore league, which is on their Twitch. Make sure to follow that, guys. Make sure to tune in before 11:59. I'm going to start the show around 11:45, so everybody can basically know the lineups, know what we're doing, have everybody out there, and we're gonna have a good time, man.
I know I'm excited to watch it. The one question I have for you, Vaughn: how long have you been commentating, and are you excited for this tip-off?
Well, I've been commentating for multiple leagues for about maybe 2 years from now. I've been commentating for over about 5 years of work, just off of experience from outside, from 2K. I've been starting commentating for about like 2 years for 2K. I am the voice or lead commentator for ADBA, and also help out with the UBL League, Pro Am League, and right now I'm excited to actually help out the MPTUL.
All right, sounds good. I mean, I'm excited to sit down tonight at 11:59 and listen to you call a game. I'm gonna be more excited when I'm on the court, because I'm gonna end up pulling up the stream and listening to you and commentate the game while I'm actually playing. So I'm happy to have you on board here tonight. Good luck tonight, opening night. I know you're going to do great. So let's put on for a good season. Go ahead, Vaughn. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, man. It's actually been kind of a beautiful idea just to hear the team up league portion of the side of 2K pretty much coming out, because I never thought this league was even possible. I've seen a lot of people basically make league builds and basically play it, but I never thought it would be actually turned into a league. And these guys that you have here, especially on the admin side of things, they thought of everything. They thought of how to create their players, to basically customize the player to what they like. Even added included an attribute system and everything. These guys know exactly what they're doing. I'm actually excited to call the games for tonight.
All right, so I'm gonna hit on one person that's not here right now, because this one person, I know everyone else is. I could start hitting on other people, but the one person I want to hit on real fast is I want to hit on Truss. Truss has been working non-stop with this league by putting together these rosters when somebody comes in. All kinds of different changes when it comes to attributes, face scans, shoes, signatures, jump shots. Truss has been doing one hell of a fucking job, And, I just wanted to point him out real quick because he couldn't be here tonight. But, I just wanted to make sure Trust got his credit where it's due. Jumping from Trust, let's jump into a little conversation here with Khalil. Now, Khalil, what is your position with MPTUL?
So my prime position really is running the stat team. It's just not me by myself. It's me and some of y'all might know him. CT Killer used to be, he used to be around. He might took a little break, but now he's back. Besides that, I'm also part of the admin team. Any player that has questions or issues with the roster, I can address it as well within the Discord or DMs.
Now, Khalil, you're also playing in this league. So how excited are you to actually step onto the court after tonight and actually have games that are meaningful and feeling the hype of actually getting XP and grinding your player out?
Well, Khalil is 50 from the corner, so I don't know if he's that excited.
Well, it won't be 250 if people asking for my jump shot. But anyways, it's actually gonna be really nice for the games to count for something because we've been doing scrims as of late for like 2 weeks, which is it hasn't been boring, but it's good to get runs in. But for tonight, for it to actually count and mean something, it's definitely gonna be real exciting. I know a lot of teams are expecting a big turnout for tonight, so it should be a lot of fun.
I just want to play off that, though. It has been, kind of slow for 2 weeks now. But, we had the process behind it. We wanted people to, it's basically like a test out phase. Test the build, see what was wrong, if there was any kinks in the badges, kinks in the attributes that would kind of tilt the scales towards, offense or defense. We wanted to make it as balanced as possible when people started with their builds. So it was kind of a test phase for us. That's why we pushed the start date back so far. And obviously the Dallas event, we want people to, go enjoy that and take their minds off not worrying, have to get their teams in and stuff like that and worry about another league on top of that. So that's why we pushed the start date back to tonight at midnight.
All right. Joe, I'm gonna skip over you. I'm gonna come back to you, but I'm gonna go Flash first, and then I'll come to you, and then whoever wants to start talking or ask questions, we'll play a little bit around the circle here. But Flash, so what is the deadline for a team that's not signed up before midnight tonight? When are you cutting off teams from signing up?
Team got to get cut off at, I want to say, 9 Eastern.
9 Eastern tonight.
Yeah, because we can't have, our admin Trust. I help him with the rosters, but he needs to catch up on anything that we might have missed. So we can't afford to be having teams come in at 11:59 Eastern when we're about to start the season.
Yeah.
We got to give him some time, at least an hour after he's done with everything, to at least relax. Cause I ain't gonna lie, me and him with these rosters going back and forth, barking at each other, telling each other what needed to be done. Trust asked me why I did this, why I did that, and and he goes back and fixes it, and I do the same thing to him. Like that's accountability, Yeah. And he's we've been really, really good with that, and nothing is going to be fucked up. Everything is going to be, it's going to go right.
All right, so now I got a question for you on the court. So my team got you in a scrim. All right, so how excited are you to possibly whoop my team's ass in a regular season game?
Listen, I can't wait to get a PCI with my actual team. I can't wait.
All right, now, Joe.
Yes, sir.
This is your first time playing 2K in a while, correct? Like it's been a little bit since like pre-draft.
Oh yeah, and it's got to be at least 6 months at least.
How excited are you to pick up these sticks?
I'm excited. You know what I mean? Like I want to go in there and enjoy it. I'm not looking to win it all. I mean, it probably will happen, but
it probably will. What?
It probably will happen, but I'm not putting all my eggs in the basket because I seen your team. Your paint is sweet. Your paint is sweet. Default Flash, you got no one that can guard me on the team. You know what I mean? Like I'm just literally gonna probably attack Khalil's side the whole entire time. So that's probably my plan. But it's exciting. Like, it's exciting. It's gonna feel good to actually get back on the game and play. But I just want to make sure this is an enjoyable league for everyone. That's what I'm just going in to compete. Everyone have fun, but I'm hoping it turns out good. I'm assuming it's going to turn out good because we had a lot of guys on here that really put like 1,000% into this project, which is it's a big project. No one's come up with this kind of idea, and it's going to be transferable to each 2K that comes out. So it's going to be something big.
All right,
it's going to be fun.
How excited are you guys to actually be here? Tip off, knowing that the season's finally started.
I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, we got a lot of eyes on us. We got iNetwork, we got Walk On Warriors, we got Squad Finder, we got a lot of the comp players' eyes. We got a lot of people's attention because like I said, this is an idea that no one has thought of, and it's a great concept. You know what I mean? It's my players in a my team environment, so it's gonna be wild to see these teams. You're not gonna have a whole bunch of 99s, all this crazy dunking on 7-footers and all this stuff, and PG's out rebounding centers and all this jazz. Like it's gonna be. I think it's more of a simulation game that we made in our system than 2K is regularly. Okay. The one they come out with.
Flash, what were you saying, Flash? I saw your mic move real quick while Jelly was talking.
Oh, my apologies. I muted myself. But yeah, I said I feel like running through a fucking wall.
What are you, the Incredible Hulk?
Listen, like this league, I've seen like these guys, and especially from the beginning when it was just called 5v5 team up league. These guys came in and basically made this league what it is. What right now, they put in a lot of work, they put in a lot of time. The fact of the matter, this league is going to be Hall of Fame compared to where it's Pro and Pro-Am. It's, I think, All-Star. Am I right, guys? It's pretty much going to be Hall of Fame, simulated basketball, created players that basically made into actual builds that I think is better than 2K, because 2K more of a badge type of build, especially if you make what everybody's favorite is, I think, like 6'7" power forwards. Yeah. Usually play shots and everything. This one is more realistic. I feel it's going to be a really good test to see everybody basically play different builds, have different ways of basically playing basketball instead of going directly to a 5-out or 4-out one in and play pick and roll basketball, or just have a 5-out and let the point guard basically try to dribble and score for himself. I think it's actually going to be really fun, and especially with that added extra minute. As well, you're going to have a lot of intense games and a lot of games that when it comes down to the wire, it could still be something. It still can be something with substance instead of like a Pro-Am game where you're down by 20 by the fourth quarter. You're done. It's over with. So it's going to be a really good test to see, especially throughout the season, and how these teams are going to basically operate, especially how they're going to trade, how they're going to release some players. Just based off of just today, off of tip-off alone. So I'm excited. I'm excited to commentate it. I'm excited to get all into the messy shit of it. Like literally just hearing people like trash talk each other, especially coming on the podcast and possibly talking with you and saying and talking shit about it. I can't wait for it, man. So hopefully with this tip-off, man, it's going to be a good one. And especially for the next time we commentate, it's gonna hopefully it leads off and make it even better.
Oh yeah, this is gonna test to see who really has stick. Because like you said, you don't get to go buy those Gatorade boots. You don't get to go buy those shooting boots. You are coming in with a player, and we got a system, XP and all that stuff. How you can divvy it out with contracts and everything like that. It's gonna be a test of people's stick skill. Like this is league builds and more. You know what I mean? This is a progression regression system on your performance. It's just not, you're not going to come out. It's not like my career. Okay, you go out there, you dribble around, you shoot 20 23s, hit 23s, you can go up to a 99 in 2 games. No, it's not like that. This is based on your performance and your skill on the stick, which is going to show through each game and how your play progresses or regresses.
And you actually, like, another thing too, right? Playoffs are going to be added an extra minute, right? You actually have to pace yourself in these games. Think about that. Like, 7-minute games regular season, you have to pace yourself. You really got to pace yourself in playoffs. Like, what the hell? You think about that. Point guards can't just. Well, I'm not going to.
Point guards just can't what?
I can win a game by myself. No, you can't, because you don't have the stamina.
Default Flash is so excited. He's just we just lost. He's over there.
Nah, man.
He's running around with the chubby. I don't even know what to say.
Man,
that man going in and out of calls very quickly. I'm just like, I can't understand one word. I do understand the excitement though. Like I hear it. I can hear it though, but you cutting off every time. I'm just like, whoa, what's going on?
I apologize, y'all. I'm driving, and when I get to certain spots, because I'm headed home, when I get to certain spots, the signal kicks out. But basically, what I said was, point guards cannot just go out there and say, I want to take every shot in the game. You can't do it, because guess what? You got 7-minute quarters with no Gatorade. What the fuck you gonna do when you get to the in the second quarter, and there's like 2 or 3 minutes left, and you only got like less than 20% of stamina? What you gonna do? You got to use your team.
Well, that's actually 2 things. So you bringing up the stamina, and then Von bringing up the never being out of it because of how long the game is. So last night my team played a scrim, and we were up by 7 with about 40 seconds left. We actually lost the game. And if anybody's seen how we play, our 2 guards are very ball dominant. We get a lot of usage out of the 2 of them.
Yeah. Your wing is trash.
Yes, I understand that my wing is trash, but both of our guards are we get high usage out of them. So, when it gets down to that fourth quarter, under that 2-minute mark, if we're not up by 15, 20, I don't feel comfortable with a 10-point lead, especially the way that the stamina is going. So I mean, I understand that, and we're talking playoffs with 8-minute quarters. That's definitely going to be a struggle for some guys that are trying to get into the swing of you're not playing 5-minute quarters with 99 stamina. So it brings it to earth, which is a lot more fun than just going out there and playing some arcade type game, which I feel like 2K has turned into. And this is bringing more of the, Flash, I saw your tweet today. It kind of gives you a little bit of the NBA Live vibes from back in the day where, it might not have been the best graphics, but it was definitely the most realistic between this and 2K. I definitely feel this is more realistic between Team Up and Pro-Am. So I like the concept. I mean, you guys all know I'm excited to actually be playing in this league. I went out and bought an Xbox just to play in this league, and make sure that Jelly doesn't win a championship. But
Not
where do I want to go here? Khalil, let's jump to you because it's been a while. What can you tell me? What can you tell me about the? If you know anything about this, I might have to go to Flash for this conversation. If I do, then I'll ask you a different question. But do you know anything about how these shoes are being worked?
From what I've been hearing is because I've actually seen a couple people ask, and we just talked to Cards about it a couple nights ago, actually, in the party.
Same is no. Cards is our commissioner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He's not here. Yeah, he's not able to attend tonight. But what I heard was that they are different brands, and basically, I think it's still in the works. But I think he's thinking about maybe going to whoever that brand ambassador is, if whatever you like to call it, to really go with about designs and maybe, now just maybe, taking that leap of faith out and maybe adding on to that brand. But I'm not too sure exactly where he stands with that yet. I'm pretty sure probably that decision will be made before midnight tonight.
Yeah, the shoes, like, from what you see in the shoes, it's basically like you have different brands. There's a brand ambassador kind of. They sign players they want. There's probably going to be like just like regular NBA, how a brand signs a player to it, there's going to be like, I guess, like top-notch players and stuff like that. And those shoes and which brand you go with, which different shoe you have, is going to give you a certain boost. And like, it give you a boost in shooting, it give you a boost in dunking, it give you a boost in speed. So that's going to be extra perks for players as well to sign on with the shoe deal. But those get along those shoe deals, when your contracts, you have certain XP. Those shoe contracts will cost you XP. So you got to decide if you want to use XP towards certain attributes you want, or XP towards the shoe that you're going to get. So they're going to give you that certain attribute, or that you're picking that shoe for.
So there's two other names. So we hit on Cards. Cards is our commissioner. The two other names that are bigger in this league, I know one's going to tell me not to bring him up, but you know, Mr. Honcho himself and Big Shot Dreads. You know, somebody want to take the floor and explain exactly what they bring to the table with the league?
Well, you know, like those are some reliable guys that we also have admins to, you know, who play the game a lot or who know the system, stuff like that. Like Dreads is a big 2K guy. You know, so we use his mind too to, you know, counteract anything that's going on with the builds or with the system. We just, you know, those guys, Huncho's there because Huncho's, you know, the OG. So we have to have Huncho in there. Basically, Huncho's like oversees everything, the contract with the league and the ENG and how we merged together, and came up with the idea. You know, so that's the reason we have Huncho. Huncho's, you know, he's our anchor, he's our safety belt. Dreads is more of, you know, the 2K guy. We get ideas off of him. You know, sometimes we don't agree, sometimes we do, but you know, that's what the admin team is for, so we can discuss of what's going on. So that's basically their roles. You know, Dreads is a 2K guy, pick his brain off stuff. He throws out his opinions and everything like that. And Huncho's just, you know, the OG, the overseer of it all. You know what I mean? He's top boss of ENG besides myself, but like, you know, he deals with the contracts and everything, the legal side of it all.
All right, so I do want to bring up two things real quick before we get back into having conversations with you guys. So I will be doing post-game interviews, not every single game, not tonight because I need my sleep and I'm not trying to stay up until 1 o'clock to get somebody on. So tomorrow I will try to work out some games where I get some post interviews on. I just want to lay some guidelines down for the guys in the league. Now, I was trolling a little bit in the Discord with the player. I made sure that I'm letting players know I'm not allowing you to take center stage on my show and come on and bash the league or an admin in any way. If you want to trash talk somebody on how they played against you or their performance, I'm all for that, but I'm going to use this podcast and this platform as in a post-game interview in the NBA, and if you come after the league or an admin staff member, you will be fined XP. I will talk to the admins about actually coming up with an actual number, but just like in the NBA, you get fined money. I want to make sure that we're not attacking people if it's not about a game. You know, that's one thing that has started moving in the right direction when it comes to a 2K community and as a whole. We're getting away from attacking people that with stuff that doesn't have to deal with the game, that doesn't happen much anymore. I mean, when I first came into the community, it seemed to happen a lot. So I want to make sure that I keep that same feel for my podcast. Also, Vaughn, I'm gonna ask you now while we're live. When there is a chance, am I allowed to come on and commentate with you maybe a game or two throughout the season?
I was gonna ask you as soon as we finish the whole thing, do you want to commentate? Because I mean, if we're gonna do the player interviews, especially after the end of the game or pre-game, that I think you would be the perfect voice to do it, man. Like I usually base my shows if I'm doing like any commentary for any league is basically try to make sure it feels as closest thing to the TV broadcast as possible. Even through production, as far as broadcast. Again, Jelly did a fantastic job with the graphics for tonight. I can't wait to show everybody what we put together, just in general, and just how this set up. But I want to make sure that any production that I do feels like it's a TV broadcast. So even down to the pre-game interviews or even post-game interviews, that'd be great. And even having another person on the side of commentary, because yeah, like doing commentary is fun and all, but it's more funny when you do it with another person that basically gives you more insight to the game, especially from a viewer standpoint. And I would love, as I said, to have another person go in the booth, basically talk about the game, talk about everybody else's builds, things that they see compared to what I see, and just basically just talk it out and just see how everybody basically responds to it. It's always fun to have somebody in the broadcast booth, and also doing pregame or postgame interviews.
All right, you got Charles Barkley. Anytime, just let me know. Now I'm going to ask you one more question with commentating. Usually as a commentator, you try to stay even grounds when it comes to calling a game. Looking at this game on paper, do you have a specific? Do you think it could go one way, or you prefer not to answer?
See, with this type of question, and another thing is too, it's more. I just basically found out mostly. Like I know about the league. I've been in the league or Discord for a long time, but I haven't really played in the league, or nor did I really seen the talent in the league. So this is going to be a first for me to actually see the talent and actually see how everybody's playing. So right now, I'm in the perfect lane of non-bias as possible. I can't really give you who's going to be the winner, who's not going to be the winner, who is, or who I feel is going to be one-sided. It is the perfect job opportunity for me to be as non-biased as possible to any team right now. And this is the only time I get to do it during the season, especially when I see another team, like say for this game that's coming up, say if the Killers actually win by like 20 or 21, right? And then I'll be like, the Killers are a really good team. Holy crap. I'm going to obviously, give them a little bit bias coming in, probably for the next game or so, especially if I didn't see the other team. But if I see like two teams face off that I know is going to be a good game, I'm just not going to, really, I'm just going to keep it neutral. I always try to keep it neutral in any game. But as I said, this game, especially for the matchups for tonight, I'm completely completely no bias, neutral on both sides. I don't know anybody, no talent whatsoever.
So it should be interesting tonight. Both teams, they're very solid teams. I'm interested to see that matchup. Flash, I got a question for you. When it comes to these games, if you're not the game of the night or the game of the week, you still have to stream, correct? Do you have something like a project that you guys are going to be putting together for games not being streamed on the actual league page?
See, this is where things get interesting because Jelly does this thing where he likes to surprise us. So, at this point, dealing with the production side of the video and the streaming and all that, I just do what Jelly asked me to do, and I just be flabbergasted and floored when I see the results.
Well, it's not a secret. I mean, people probably just don't know about it, but you can do just like the 2K League does, where you can jump back and forth and you can control the views of what you want to see. Anybody can do that type of thing. It's just looking in the right spot. It's called on the command center. It's kind of like it's just you can have multiple streams linked up to one stream where you can jump back and forth through streams. So we're getting that all set up so we can do that as well. Just hopefully, the games are going on in a reasonable amount of time between each other where we can jump back and forth. But if not, we will post the links for the games on the MPTUL page so people can go check those games out as well. But yeah, that's just what I have in store for that. So Vaughn, it's easier for him if he wants to jump back and forth through games. We can set that up where we can have multiple links, and he can just click on the link and jump back and forth, just like, or you can watch your own view, just like the 2K League does that.
All right, that's pretty dope.
Very dope.
So you gonna be able to have, like, you know how you be watching NBA, then they do NFL, perfect example,
Red zone.
and they have a game break. Yeah, they have a game break. Let's go to NFL game break. See what's going on with the Packers and the 49ers. And then they go to that game, and then next thing you know, they come right back to the other game. Man, the shit is, it's amazing. When all I gotta say is Jelly is the best. Like, man, this dude, the stuff he been sending me, I can't wait for y'all to see it. I really want to spill the beans, but you know I can't do it. I can't do it. I really want to though, but I can't.
I mean, yeah, it's good, but we have every single person on our admin staff is working 1,000%, and they're putting that all into it, from top to bottom. You know, we got hardworking guys. Like I think one of the hardest working guys we have on thing right now is Truss. Like, that kid gets DMs every second, build changes, changing badges so it correlates with our systems and the attributes, everything, all that stuff. Like, that kid is. I wish he was on the podcast right now, but he couldn't make it. Just like he is just literally all over the place, and we're trying to make it as easy as possible for him, where we set up a system and cut off dates and a certain day where you can change your player, upgrades and all that stuff, so he can have a life too. Because, you know, this is a video game. We want people to have fun, but we don't want people to get overburdened with the work that they have to do and not have the life outside of this. We just want to make this a great experience for everyone. This is a system and platform that we made so it can get your name out there more. So, you know, those people that are really focused and really want to make the 2K League, this will show the stick skill that you have on a lower player and building that player up. And then once your player is at that level that, you know, so-called 2K League has, then you can show out just like them. I mean, be able to show out. This is really going to show who has the stick or not.
All right, Khalil. So we got to hear Jelly say that he's going to win the chip. Where's the confidence level in your team going into the season?
Well, to be honest, not gonna win shit when neither one of their corners can shoot a shot. But honestly,
you have to stop me. That's the key. And
that's fine. I have CT.
Who you have in the middle and who you have at lock ain't doing the job.
Well, the only person that's gonna do the job for you is Dreads. The end. But honestly, with our team that we have, you know, we have some good pieces. You know, it's, you know, I
wish Vaughn was streaming right now so he could throw up a cap sign right now.
I know for our team, though, we have a lot of pieces. You know, people that don't know. No, in this league, there's a lot of players that aren't known or no one has even heard of.
Yeah, please tell us, because we don't know them.
Exactly.
See, this is when the trash talking starts.
Exactly. So, I mean, you know, but that's the best part about it, because as soon as you find out about that person, you know, and they get busy, then everyone wants to talk about it. But, you know, that's why I said a league like this is perfect for people that, you know, don't play Param like everyone else, or they don't play my team or other game modes that is out there now. You can make a name for yourself in this. You know, a lot of people, they use draft leagues to do that. Well, not all draft leagues are organized, such as this. You know, you can come in with your own 5, or you come in as a free agent, and someone's bound to pick you up. Trust me, I'm on the admin team and the stat team, and with all the people that drop and get added, you're bound to get picked up. So, you know, it's for our team, I think we have a good shot. And once everybody finds out, you know, we'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with.
All right, I like the sounds of this. We got 2 teams over here talking about going to the chip. Now, can we even get 2IC versus ENG in the chip? Are you guys on the same side, division-wise?
No, we're in separate divisions.
Oh, wait, hold on. Flash is in my division?
Yeah.
I've been calling my division sweet. I'm sorry, Flash.
No, we split the divisions where it's pretty even. Cards did a great job of splitting the divisions. There's high-powered teams, low-powered teams, but you just don't know yet because the season hasn't started. But on paper, if you're going to look at it from competitive players that have been playing the game and playing team up and playing comp pro-am scene, because you can take that into account as well of your gameplay, because the swing, the defense, and all that stuff, and how you want to set up your offense is there. So it's pretty even on both sides. There's going to be some sleepers because like some of these teams and players you haven't heard of, they have decent teams and they're not bad players at all. It's just like Khalil was saying, you haven't heard of this player, and this will get their name out there when they show what they can do on the floor.
All right, Flash, what can you tell us about the XP in a game? So how much XP can an actual individual receive? Like, what kind of numbers do I got to put up to get 4 or 5 XP a game?
You automatically start off with whatever your team captain has allotted.
Don't give out too much information.
Okay. You know what? Okay, so let's say you score 25 points, right?
All right.
And we have another factor. I'm not going to say what that is because, like Jelly said, I can't give out too much information. But there's another factor that goes into that 25 points, right? Let's say you meet that. Let's say you meet that criteria. You get 1 XP, right? Let's say you get. I'll use a random number. Let's say you get 15. Let's say you get 15 rebounds, right?
Okay.
And you're big. You get another XP point, right? Let's say you go and get 5 blocks in a game, and you're a center. You get another XP. You get. Man, it's so many ways to earn XP. It's ridiculous. Like,
you have set contracts. You have incentives per game. You have a lot of stuff that can earn your XP. It's you can earn. I don't even know if I can throw a number out there for it, but you can earn a lot of XP from game to game if you hit certain criteria and certain numbers that we set up, where it gets you extra XP on top of your contract that your team has set up for you.
Sounds good. So I'm looking forward to being a 95 after the first season.
Hey, well, what I'm saying is you can always regress too if you don't perform. We have everyone talks about statistics and this and that, and blah blah blah. You hear it through the community, whatever. But we have a system that's set up like that too, where your player can regress if you're not performing at a certain level.
Right now, I don't have any more questions. I feel like everyone's answered the questions that I've brought to the table very efficiently. Does anybody have anything to say or want to bring anything up or ask any questions to me?
No, all I can say is just get ready for the show. Starts tonight, 11:59, midnight on the dot.
this is gonna be the greatest show on 2K, straight up. Watching this season unfold, like this ain't gonna never happen again.
All right, so let's wrap it up. Khalil, Flash, Vaughn, Joe, I appreciate all you guys coming on. This is the tip-off show for My Player Team Up League. There starts tonight at 11:59 Eastern. Vaughn, where can we watch this game? And you are commentating it correct. And can you run over the lineups one more time?
No problem. Let me set that up right now. We are streaming directly from the MPTUL _league on Twitch. Make sure to follow that. It's on Twitch. I'll say it one more time. MPTUL _league on Twitch. For the games, it's going to be Killer. And Killer has their lineup. Their lineup is going to be, as I bring it up, their lineup is going to be Jumper, Usens, Stex, Goes, and Royal for the other side or the other squad, which is going to be out the gate. I'm going to have to bring up their lineup. Give me 1 second as I bring that up. Their lineup is going to be, it's too easy for Beezy, Beanie Khalil, 5% Tint, Mace back, and Nugs back has their center. And it's going to start off and tip off at 11:45 around that time to pretty much get everything hyped for the pregame show. We're going to basically show the lineups, show the hype-up video, talk for a little bit to everybody to make sure everybody gets into the chat. And by 11:59, the game, around 11:59 to around midnight, going into midnight, the game should start, and we'll have a full-on commentary for the game.
I know I'm tuning in. I'm definitely interested in watching this. So I suggest everybody else tunes in. Also, just make sure if you're not following them already, go on Twitter. Follow them at MPTUL. Information drop daily. There's all kinds of different stuff. You want to hit that follow button, hit the notification button so you know what's going on at all times. This league is going to take 2K community by storm, as Flash would say. He's ready to run through a wall. It's got a very, very strong backbone with these admins between Khalil, Flash, Jelly, Truss, Cards as the commissioner, Honcho, Dreads, and Vaughn being the main commentator. This league is set up for success. It's only going to get better. So you don't want to miss your shot. Also, I want to hit this one last time. Flash said to make sure if you're not signed up yet and you want to be in this season, it's $20 per team. Sign-ups end at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So make sure you get your rosters together, get your bills straight, and sign up for this league because you don't want to miss out on it. Again, thanks guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the show tonight on Twitch at MPTUL_league. Did I say that right, Ron?
Right on the money, and you was complaining about not getting it correctly the first time. You got it completely 100 this time, and this time going after next. You got to come on 100%, man. You good?
All right, I appreciate it. So it's MPTUL_league. Make sure you tune in at 11:45 tonight as we get to see Jumper and the Killers play against Beanie Khalil and Out the Gate. As always, appreciate you guys coming out. Love the support. I will be back in 15 minutes as I have Chris, the owner of Liquid Pro-Am, coming on, talking everything UPA and what he's doing with his team. But until then, Philly Frenzy out.